Three great questions that I often encourage folks to ask, and we've talked about this, and it's even in the blog post that has inspired these videos, are three questions. One, when you're considering taking a risk, when you're considering jumping off the proverbial diving board into the water, what should you be asking yourself first? Well, one of the first questions is, what's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst case scenario? And really teasing that out and really thinking through what's the worst thing that could happen here and being honest with yourself about that. The other is the other end of the spectrum. What is the best case scenario? What's the best thing that could happen? And teasing out that picture. The most helpful question of all, once you've done the two extremes, is to ask yourself, what's the most likely outcome? What's the most likely scenario that's going to play itself out? And I don't know about you, most of the time when we're afraid, the things that we fear very rarely actually come to pass.
No, but it's great when you ask it those questions in that order, because of course the reason why most people avoid taking risks is because they are already thinking about the worst case scenario. I'm going to lose my house, I'm going to go bankrupt, I'm going to have all these problems, whatever it is. So outline them, get them out on paper to recognize, hey, that's the worst that can happen. And then to focus in on the best, which again, many times we don't go there because our nature is to think of the bad stuff, and then get realistic with it.
Right.
And to acknowledge it. We have an acronym here, FEAR, false expectations appearing real. So often that's exactly when you see them on paper, you can begin to say, okay, now this is, I can move forward now that I've really calculated out what are the potential risks and potential rewards.
Right. And if you can answer the question, what's the worst case scenario, and live with the outcome, jump.
Yep.
Take the risk, right? Stop playing it safe and do what's in your heart to do.